Hey everybody, Vikeshul here with another deck guide and gameplay video. Today's deck is Elites, so I've got the deck code down in the description, as well as a Mobalytics link if you'd like to try out the deck yourself. And then I've also, if you're just here for the gameplay footage, you can head on over to the game number 1 timestamp. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the deck, how it works, kind of what's included in it, and kind of the general game plan for the deck, and then we'll go ahead and get into some of the games. So this deck is, of course, elite focus. So all the elite units is kind of what we're running here, kind of a package together. Very much a mid-range type of deck, all about establishing a big board of elite units and then kind of swinging with a full board to kind of overwhelm your opponent. And so we kind of take advantage of some of the new cards and some of the recent buff to Garen, for instance, to kind of help round out the deck, and it makes it a little bit more viable than elites were in the past, at least. So, all right, with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the champions we run are 3 Garen and 3 Jarvan. So, of course, they're both elites. Garen, of course, is the 5-mana 5/5 with regeneration. He levels up when you strike twice. And his new text from the most recent patch is when summoned, give other allies +1/+1 this round. So, a temporary boost, very nice. Makes him a lot more viable on these type of go wide boards, which is kind of what the strategy we're using here. And then Jarvan, of course, is 6-mana 6/4 with barrier. And so one of his nice, his cool, really cool ability is when you're attacking, you can pay 6 mana if you've got 6 mana to have him come onto the field summoned and then challenge the strongest enemy. And so Garen's level up, he gets rally for you every turn, which is really nice, really handy. And then Jarvan's level up, he creates a Cataclysm in hand. And so his level up is when you survive 3+ strikes from enemy blockers. And because we're typically having beefier units and we're getting chump blocked a lot, it's very easy to level up Jarvan. And of course Garen, with regeneration, you don't really mind him taking a little bit of damage. Still want to be a little careful about getting him leveled up, but he's definitely a strong unit right now. So they make a really good pair together. They are a little expensive, 5-mana, 6-mana, so kind of they're going to come in kind of after you've established the board a little bit. All right, and so this is a very follower-heavy deck. So the ones we run are 3 of Cithria of Cloudfield, 1-mana 2/2 elite, very good stats for 1-drop, and then having that elite tag is really nice, kind of exactly what we're looking for. We also run 3 Penitent Squire, so again 1-mana 2/2 with ability when summoned. If you behold an elite, create a Tattered Banner in hand, and that Tattered Banner is a 1-cost burst spell that grants an ally the next ally you play challenger. So you can kind of use that to give either, for example, Cithria Challenger, maybe you want Vanguard Sergeant, or Garen, or even Jarvan Challenger. So it's a really nice ability, and so you almost always are beholding an elite almost all the time. So very often this is going to trigger. And keep in mind that behold an elite means it's either in your hand or on the field. So either one will count for that behold ability. All right, and then we have Battlesmith. So Battlesmith's kind of the really the glue that holds this deck together. So it's a 2-mana 2/2, and when you summon an elite, grant it +1/+1. So that's a permanent +1/+1 to the unit when it hits the field. So this is really what you want to have on your turn 2 play. If you've got him in hand, you're almost always slapping him down on turn 2. Of course, you want to play around anything your opponent may have for removal, but typically you do want to get him down as soon as possible so you can start buffing up your units. All right, and then next we have Vanguard Sergeant. We run 3 of these, so 3-mana 3/4. Excuse me, it's actually a 3/3 now. Mobalytics has not been updated. And when he's summoned, he creates a For Demacia in hand. So it's the 6-mana slow spell that gives all allies +3/+3 this round. So he's a really good for. Not only is he good stat-wise at 3-mana 3/3, but he also gives your whole board that blowout potential to where it makes your opponent have to jump block, or maybe if they can't even block, you can push through lethal damage. So very good with that For Demacia ability. Next we have Vanguard Squire, so 3-mana 3/3. Then when you summon an elite, reduce my cost by 1. So this is a really good card for this deck because we're playing so many elites. You can typically get this down to a 2 or 1 cost, or even a 0 cost, and then that's a really nice value for what you're paying. And so you kind of can hold her in your hand a little bit and play out some of the other units, and then she comes down for cheap. Next we have 3 of Silverwing Vanguard. So this guy is really good with Battlesmith on the field. So 4-mana 2/1 with Challenger. It's also an elite. Then when summoned, summon an exact copy of me. So you get 1 extra copy of the bird on the board. So of course Battlesmith will buff both copies of it. So if you have Battlesmith down, you play Silver Ring Vanguard, you get 3/2 challengers for 4 mana, which is excellent. So these guys can help remove blockers out of the way, or even take down some of the cheaper units or damage units that are you want to remove from your opponent. So really good, great for the go wide strategy, and works really well with Battlesmith. All right, and then the next card is Vanguard Bannerman. So 4 mana, 3/3 with Elite, and then Allegiance effect, grant other allies +1/+1. So because this is a mono Demacia deck, we're guaranteed to hit that Allegiance every time. So this guy, not only does he benefit from the Battlesmith himself, but he also buffs other allies +1/+1, and it's a permanent grant just like the Battlesmith is. So again, your board, you're getting down your cheap units, and you slap down your Vanguard Bannerman when you have a nice wide board, and so you get more extra benefit, more stats on the board. So you can see this is a really good deck for getting really cheap units buffed up to 3 or 4 attack, and then your opponent usually has a lot of tough time dealing with that. All right, and then our next card we play is Cithria the Bold. So 6 mana, 6/6. With the attack effect, give other allies +1/+1 and Fearsome this round. So this is kind of how you get around your opponents just chump blocking all your units. With Cithria on the field, they're going to have Fearsome. They're also going to get that +1/+1 boost, which is nice as well. So that she kind of makes it to where you can't just get chump blocked by a 1/1 or a 2/1 or whatever. So very nice synergy with all these followers and kind of how they all interact together. And of course, they work well with your champions as well. All right, and now onto the spells. So we run just a couple spells here. So a lot of these are kind of just one-offs or two-offs. So we've got the Ranger's Resolve. We will run copy this. So give all allies tough this round. So a lot of times in these type of decks, I've seen a lot of other lists that don't even run things like Ranger's Resolve or Sharp Sight or anything like that. They kind of just stick to the units or maybe just rallies for spells. But I like to keep one copy of this because it's so good for big boards. For making what your opponent thinks is, good value trades into positive trades for you, where your opponents or with your units don't die. And it's only 1 mana. It's a burst speed spell. You can play it whenever you need to. So I think it's worth it, including the one copy, just because it can make so many good trades go into your favor. Or if they try to spend Thermo Beam, 5 mana Thermo Beam to kill Garen, Ranger Resolve blocks it, and then all of a sudden he's regenerating back up. So a lot of good plays you can make with this. So I like the one-off copy of this. And then we also run 2 of Sharp Sight. So elusives attackers can give us problems. We don't have any elusive units naturally, so the Sharp Sight can give you that elusive blocking. Plus, it gives you the +1/+2 boost, so you can kind of give your units more survivability, and even a little bit more attack if you needed to with that +1. So I like the Sharp Sight. We also run 3 of Might of the Vanguard. So 3 mana slow spell. This is one of the new cards that was released in the new patch. So to play, spend all of your mana. You summon a Dauntless Vanguard and grow stats to that amount. If 9+ mana is spent, grant other allied elites +2/+2. So this is a card you really want to play when you've got a lot of mana, and maybe you have a big board already, or you need a big unit to kind of help block whatever your opponent's going to be playing. So very situational card. Of course, if you can hit that +9 mana spent, you get that extra bonus where all your other elites get +2/+2. So a lot of flexibility in how you play this card. It can come down just as a 3 mana unit, or 3 mana 3/3 Dauntless Vanguard, but you can also get the added benefit if you're spending more mana. So very flexible, and because it can get that boost to other elite allies, it can be really nice if you're able to play it like that. All right, the next card we run is Golden Aegis. So we run 4 copies of this. 4 mana slow spell, give an ally barrier this round, and then rally. So just an extra rally effect, really nice for going wide. And then a lot of times your opponent, on their turn, they're not maybe expecting an attack, you're able to get that rally in. And they also play 1 of Concerted Strike. So similar to Ranger Resolve, a lot of these decks, again, don't really run strike spells. They're kind of just focused on the units and just attacking naturally. So I like having 1 copy of this just because your opponents usually don't play around it. And it can be really nice. You're picking an enemy to strike it, so you can pick your Garen, of course, give him that extra strike for his level up condition, and just helps you remove some of those big threats that can be tough to deal with sometimes. So I like 1 of Concerted Strike in this deck for that reason. All right, and so that's it as far as the deck goes. As far as the mulligan phase, what you're really looking for is your cheap 1-drops, your 2-drop Battlesmith, and then like a 3-drop. If you've got a good curve in your hand, like maybe a 1, a 2, 3, and maybe like a 4 or a 5, it's excellent to keep that. Battlesmith plus Vanguard is almost always to keep, in my opinion. I would never mulligan those away. So Battlesmith is really your ticket. You don't really want to keep any like Cithria or Jarvan. Those are kind of what you want to throw the back of your hand, and then you don't really want to keep any of your spells typically, unless you know like it's an elusive attacker. Maybe you can keep a sharp side or two, but I would really focus on getting these cheap followers in your starting hand. Maybe Garen, if you've got like a 1, 2, and a 3, you can keep a 5 or something like that. So Garen's sometimes okay to keep, but you typically want to keep these early units. You definitely want to look for that Battlesmith. He's really the key to getting this this combo going with all your units buffing each other up and stuff. So that's kind of what you're looking for from the mulligan phase. And you're really not looking to change it up depending on the matchup. You're really looking to execute your game plan. This is kind of a deck that really needs to be firing on all cylinders. So you're really just looking to get your guys down on the field, and then you're kind of interacting with your opponents with your challengers and stuff like that. Alright, so that's the deck overview. Let's go ahead and get into some games. Alright, up against Fizzaphilios. Okay. I like this hand right here. This looks pretty good to me. Okay. Okay, we'll start with our Pentant Squire.
Out of nowhere.
Alright. I think we'll open attack because we want to get down the Battlesmith.
I mustn't stop.
So just want to get in some damage here. Okay, there's a Conchologist. See what opponent picks here. But yeah, we're just looking to play Battlesmith Sergeant into Vanguard.
Wondrous discoveries await below.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and get Vanguard Sergeant down this round. Yeah, right now we're really not as concerned with what our opponent's doing. We want to get our own board going here.
To the world below.
I'm not really sure what this attack is. I mean, I'm definitely fine trading, and if he trades with the spell, that's fine with me too. Because we don't have Bannerman in hand, so... yeah, he may have something. I mean, I'm assuming he does, otherwise why take it? Or he just wants to trade? I guess, I don't know. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our Sergeant down. The next turn we're going with Silverwing Vanguard, and then we're going to swing in. And then probably on our turn 6 attack, we can hopefully get a For Demacia off. Okay. So he doesn't play down that. I guess he wants to bank mana, but... Alright. Get our double Vanguard Sergeant, or excuse me, Silverwing Vanguard down. Okay. We'll get in for 6 damage here. have another round where we can get Silver Wing plus Cithria. Okay, so he's got a Phelios. Okay. So he could go for the kill onto the Battlesmith, which is probably what he's going to do here. 3 to this. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Alright, so we still can get down. Pretty good board. I think we'll start with the Cithria, see what opponent does. Yeah, ideally I'd like to get enough board to get on next round, just go open For Demacia. And this, these combos don't have any denies, so he could have a stun. We'll see what he ends up doing here. Okay, let's go with Fizz. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get Cithria down.
New recruit reporting in.
And we'll get our double Vanguard Silver Wings down. Could have pokey sticks and stuff. Alright, we'll go for it. He does have the Gravitum for stun. Alright, he's going to end the round, so he's not going to play. He's done. So, could now just go Cithria. But he's probably just going to stun it if we do that. So, we'll go For Demacia. Could have like pokey sticks and stuff, which, you know, sure. He does have a stun he can use. But we just want to put on a bunch of pressure. Let's see what they want to do. They're thinking right now. Okay, nice. No pokey sticks, which is really nice. I'm assuming the stun comes out. That'd be my guess. Like onto here. Right now we have lethal if he's not, if he plays nothing, which, you know, obviously he's not going to play nothing. Let's see what he wants to do though. Okay, yeah, here comes the stun. Oh, he's going to stun that. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Since these are just going to be trading with these. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. So let's go. Can trade. Alright. Could have wallops. Maybe double wallop. Okay, quicken. Okay, sure. Alright. Unfortunately, this is stunned until next round, so we can't do a rally with this. Okay. The good news is we're still at 20 HP in our Nexus, so Fizz is not yet flipped. Okay. So depending on what he does, we could even just rally here. Could go for Cithria. Could even go Tattered Banner on the Cithria. Important thing is we don't want to die this round. I think that's... If we survive this round, I think we're good. Okay, wow. And he gets his Bandle Commando. Do I pass here? Pass is fine, because I don't think... If he doesn't attack, I'm happy with that. You could have stuff like Pokestick, Wallop, etc. So we'll see. He may pass back. Okay, so no pass back. So now do I go Cithria or do I go... Because I don't think we can get a good attack in now. I kind of like just getting Cithria down. It's a tough call. I think we'll do Cithria.
And a long path to get here.
I'll let him get in for some damage. Could he have a stun maybe? Right here. Okay. Okay, so he took Calibrum. Makes sense. Okay, Fizz is almost leveled up. Alright, even if he did that, I wouldn't block that. I mean, I guess what am I scared of? Pale Cascade? He probably doesn't have multiple things. Okay, we'll skip the block. Alright, we'll pass. Okay. So I guess if he's got the stun, he can stun Cithria. Which definitely is annoying. Oh, okay, he just gives up. Alright, yeah. Open attack was really strong against that board with all the fearsome stuff, so. Alright. Against spiders. Okay. Definitely want early game stuff. I think this is fine. No 3-drop, but this will be a good board. Okay. Get down our Penitent Squire. Alright, go and attack in. Alright. Now spider, sure.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
Okay. I think we'll take a value block here. Seems good to me. Alright, he goes Mark of the Isles. Sure. That's not going face, so I'm actually fine with that. It doesn't bother me really at all. Alright, let's go ahead and get down our squire here. Okay.
Reporting in.
think I'm gonna go ahead and attack in here. Could have another Marky Isles, but again, that's kind of wasted if that's what he's doing here. Okay. Alright. So if he doesn't open, we're looking really good. Okay, he decides to open. I'll go ahead and do, again, more value blocks. Get down our Vanguard. And then we're looking to get Garen down next turn. Okay. We got our challengers, so we can challenge down a lot of what they're going to do. Alright, yep, we'll go Garen here. Buffs everything up. These are now 4/3s, which can trade with all these. Okay. I think I'm good with taking value blocks. Could even trade this into that if he wants to. He could have like a fervor, right? I mean, to kill Garen, but it's not going face, so again, I'm fine with that. I'm even fine with doing this if he wants to take that trade. I'm actually totally fine with that. Okay. Alright, he's down to 5. We've got rallies.
I have my orders.
We still at 14 health. Looking pretty good. Pretty solid, I think. We got Fearsome blockers here. Nice, okay. Okay, now we don't have Fearsome blockers. Could go with Cithria. Could just rally. Could even concerted strike. If he attacks in now, it's not even that bad for us, really. If I go Cithria, I think Cithria is fine here, because she's just such a good blocker.
Now and forever.
Okay. Sure. So he's got one free blocker. Again, he could have, like, Mark of the Isles, right? So, we can't really do anything about that. But, if he's got it, sure, go for it. I think I'll go here. That seems fine to me. Nice. No Mark of the Isles. Alright, looking very, very solid here. Looking quite solid here. Yeah. Nice, we got him. GG. Alright. Against Echo Jinx. Okay. Let's toss all this back. Look for some early game plays here. Okay. Alright. Get down our Cithria.
I'll write my own story.
They got their own 2-drop. I'll go ahead and trade here. I don't mind trading. Okay, he gets predicting. Okay. Alright. Fortunately, we don't have a play on 2. That is quite unfortunate, but we do have a play on 3. And then we've got Bannerman after go 3, 4, 5, and then this can be 6. So, fortunately, we are attacking on odds, so we can't get the Jarvan right on turn 6.
Go get the shiny.
I'll pass for now. Okay. Ooh, Battlesmith. Okay. Could do Might of the Vanguard. It's a tough one. We're definitely... I think we have to let him attack in. We could do this to stop his attack. Because what would this get us? A 6/6? I think I'm going to do this. Don't want to block anything here. I think we can pass. Go down to 10. Yeah, I think that's fine with me. Okay. If he does get his Hexite crystal, could be kind of bad for us. Okay. I think we can start with this.
I'm actually here.
Get extra proc on Bannerman. Okay. We'll go for it then. Okay, he's going with the Waking Sands, sure. We do want to kill Echo. I think we just do this and then we can kind of waste his Waking Sands. I don't think we have to attack in with this board here. He still could survive with the let's see, they could have Scrying Sands, but I think I gotta at least go for it. We still have our For Demacia. Very nice. So I'm gonna go down. Okay, he's just burning face. Okay. So he must have a lot of burn in hand. Okay. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay. There's a Hexite crystal. That's pretty bad for us too. That's 2 to the enemy Nexus, or to our Nexus. I think I'll just pass here. We really need a rally. Okay. There's Garen. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to get some damage in here. Yeah, unfortunately no rally, which I think is what we really needed in order to win, but okay. There's Jinx, sure.
Her people.
Okay. So we know he's got 2 burn in hands. We need him to not have more than that. Okay. So if he gets any more burn, we're dead, basically. Which is very likely, considering he can likely get something from Jinx level up too. Yeah, no rally. Okay, yeah, I think we're just dead here. Okay. Unfortunate. Alright. Up against Ziggs Talia. Okay. Alright, might keep this and look for early game. Play on 3 is good. Okay, not a great hand really. Okay, that at least helps a little bit, but we really wanted to get like a you know, like a Battlesmith or something else.
Moving.
I don't mind trading here. Actually, yeah, let's just trade. We'll trade. We can run them now to resources and stuff. Or out of units, maybe. Alright, there's Cithria. Okay. Definitely again willing to trade this. For sure. Okay. Get our sergeant down. Alright, there's Bannerman. That's nice. So we won't attack in because he has a good block right here. Alright, there's Ziggs. Okay. Yeah, definitely can't attack in now. Let's see what he wants to do here. He could pull in with this attack. That's pretty good for him. Yeah. So we'll skip there. Alright, let's go and do this. Then we can even do Petter Banner onto Garen next turn. Okay. Alright, so he has a lot of units. This is really not good for us. But we can try to kill Ziggs, perhaps. Let's go and do this. Unfortunately, he does have his Endless Devout as well. Okay, yep, we can do that. I mean, we can go in, we can kill this, but that's really not great for us, is it? Yeah, just not looking very good here. I don't think there's much we can do at this point. Attacking in seems... I mean, we get one good trade. He could have a way to kill... He can only kill one of these. I think we'll go for it. I don't think we're winning if we play too passively. He does get the great trade there, or this is good for him to be able to have this, but at this point I think we have to. Okay, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. He's one away from flipping the Ziggs. He's down to 2 cards in hand. That's our only saving grace at this point. Alright, there's Jarvan. That's actually not bad. That'll be pretty good. We'll go there. Could have Absolver, right? But if he's got Absolver, then hey, we're at least trading that for Absolver. He's not... He could have like the Unleashed Energy. He could have that. Could have Quicksand. A lot of things he could have, but he's got 3 cards, so we'll make him use it. Go Cithria. We could even go Cithria Jarvan. I mean, right, he decides to go Quicksand there. Okay, interesting. So maybe he's going to use another Rite of the Arcane on the Garen. We'll go ahead and do... we'll get Cithria down.
Demacia, now and forever.
Oh, nice. He doesn't have... Interesting. I wonder... Okay, I guess he's just going for max damage. This is pretty good here, though. I think I like just opening here. So we can pull this. That'll get pulled in. Yeah, that seems good to me. Pull that in. Could have another Quicksand, right? Which would suck there, but I mean, they don't always have they don't always have multiple ones. Okay, he's digging for it. Alright, nice. That's pretty good for us. So now Garen is leveled up, which is really nice. And Jarvan is leveled up, which is also really nice. So Talia is the main issue with Absolver, right? Because we can open attack, so he doesn't have Talia right now. Looking pretty good. We don't have to play anything else as well. We'll see what opponent wants to do here. Because Garen's going to start giving us those free rallies each turn. But he's still at 16, and we're at 8, so that's the one concern. Is we are very low. So if he gets his champions again, you know, especially if he gets Talia. Okay, that's pretty bad for us now. Very, very bad for us now, because it's very easy for him to win with Talia plus Absolver in hand. So he has to open attack right now. Conserve Strike is amazing, but we still could lose to that. Alright, so if we go here, we're fine. So maybe wait for him to commit something and see if we can kill it. Alright, so he's got Absolver. So he's got perfect lethal, so if he's got Deny, then yeah, we're dead, of course. Alright, we'll just go with that. If he's got Deny, we lose, unfortunately. Nice, okay. That was huge. No Deny. Yeah, we got him. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, sometimes the opponent doesn't have the Deny, you know? GG. Alright, so that is the Elites deck. Fairly solid mid-range deck. You know, you're not going to beat some of these Control or, you know, some of the Pantheon decks you might struggle with a little bit. But overall, it's really solid. You push a lot of damage. You can definitely take on aggro pretty well, I would say. You've got a really good curve of units here. If you can get Battlesmith early on, very hard for opponents to deal with getting all these buffed up elites. And then we've got rallies and other things to make it tough on the opponent. So overall, I think it's a strong deck. Maybe not the top of the meta right now, but maybe a tier 3, maybe low tier 2 type of deck right now. But definitely fun to play, and it's kind of cool that elites are back. You know, the Garen buff definitely helps. And you know, sometimes this deck can really pop off. So overall, fun deck. So let me know what you think of the deck. Give it a shot, and let me know how it goes for you. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.